Welcome back, Blade fans. This old sword with you. And we're going to cover today giving equal love to fixed blades, because I've done 3 videos of my favorite folders for 2021, and I figured, well, we've got to extend that love and affection to the fixed blade type of knife as well. And I have for you here, we will remove the suspense and show you what we've got. 5 favorite fixed blades that, listen carefully, were acquired by me in 2021. Doesn't mean they were introduced in 2021. So if you're looking at one of them and saying, oh, that came out in 2020, what are you talking about? These are ones that came into my possession this year, and we're roughly in mid-December 2021 right now, so I figured it was time to do this video. And I'm going to introduce these to you from left to right. As you may have noticed, if you've been following my channel, there are reviews on each of these on the channel, should you need to know more. I'm going to give you a brief overview and the reasons why I feel these are special. I have to tell you, I started with about 15 in order to work it down to 5. So if your favorite fixed blade is not in here, I probably still like it anyway, but just didn't have the space or the time to include it, so had to pare it down to these 5. From left to right, as I was saying, is the Fox Ryu, designed by Blackrock Knives, Ken Vehicate. This is the Bastinelli Silence Slim, designed by Bastion Coves. This is the Tops Rapid Strike Single Edge version, designed by Leo Espinosa. This is the Spectre Dagger, and that is by NC Customs, a Russian company. Finally, designed by Mazwan Mokhtar, we have the Tucson TS265. And let's start right there. If you're looking for a small fixed blade of about, what is it, close to 4 inches, 3.5 inches, not going to have the time to measure everything today, but yeah, 3.25 inches out of Sandvik steel, I believe. Yep, 14C28N. It is a classic example of Mazwan's design and workmanship. Well, Tucson's workmanship, Mazwan's design. Just a classic, beautiful, aesthetically pleasing, EDC useful blade with a high grind for a knife that has a swedge, plenty of thickness of our steel right out to the point there, and I'm going to try to get that in focus for you. There we go. Sometimes the background takes over. That's the risk I take when I throw other stuff in the background besides just the background. It has this really neat kind of canvasy brown micarta. Excellent jimping. Fits the hand perfectly. My medium-large hand without a problem. If you've got bigger meat hooks, then you may find your pinky sliding off the edge. Who knows? But as far as a useful length, and look at the pronounced forward belly on that, it is a knife that's both a looker and a good working knife. These all come with Kydex sheaths. I've kind of shoved them off to the side. See if I can bring them out for a quick sheathing. Tech lock on this one, or Tech lock style. It may be not a branded Tech lock. That is the Tucson TS265, designed by Mazwan Mokhtar. Working in from the right, here's the NC Customs Spectre, a dagger style knife. So whereas we had a more of an EDC / tactical knife in the Tucson, we have strictly a tactical fighting style dagger here, which is about a 4-inch. If you measure to the cross guards, it's 4-inch. Goes in a little deeper there. If you like to hold your daggers this way, you've got an excellent relief indent securing point for your thumb, holding the blade horizontally. If you want to hold it this way, you cannot put your thumb on the back, not with a double-edged knife, no, but you can use it very effectively and still have access to the pommel with a full grip. It really is in its own in the point down edge in and out with a dagger style hold. You can put your thumb over the pommel pretty easily, and should you want a lanyard, you've got some real estate there for a lanyard. Got a removable G10 handle, nicely milled, just some great workmanship on these knives. And the steel on this one is, got it the wrong way, X105. It's a German stainless steel. You can look up the attributes. I mentioned more about it in the actual review of the knife. Beautifully contoured, thicker handle, means lots to hold on to, but for its size and its purpose, that is by no means overly thick. Excellent job on the Kydex sheath. They do a two-tone desert tan and black, branded, not too bad, not too heavily, and comes with an ulti clip, which I think is kind of cool in and of itself. Fits in the sheath either way. It's symmetrical blade, so it doesn't matter which way you put that back in. A recent acquisition, the Tops Rapid Strike, designed by Leo Espinosa of Tops. He is the president of the Tops Knife Company, I believe is his title. This is a slender, tactical, and EDC knife out of 154 cm and a little thinner stock for Tops. Beautifully done with that jimping all the way around. Gives you a little extra traction, and jimping out on the blade spine gives you lots of traction. That grabs you. These do come in a top sharpened edge as well. If your area doesn't allow for double-edged knives, this is the one to carry, although it is over 4 inches, as I recall. Just a tad over, maybe 4 1/8, somewhere in that neighborhood. So if you've got to carry under 4 inches, it is not going to make it. And we do have a glass breaker milled in to the spine pommel of the handle. See if we can get a good picture of that. There you go. Kind of a pyramid. Some people have ground that off because they don't like it there. I don't find that it really gets in my way. And what the heck, makes a better skull crusher should I need that as well. A very light, responsive knife with just enough modeling to the handle to allow just about every hand to fit it. You can see I got some left over there. We've got these brass tubes holding the handle halves together on the end, as well as 2, looks like T8 Torx screws on each side. This is the one to carry if you want a light fixed blade, could even drop it in your pocket. Many of these will qualify for front pocket carry, except perhaps these last 2. And here is the sheath for the rapid strike. Got a nice push off there for your thumb. This comes with a steel spring clip that looks like it's movable, depends upon where you position it on that. Could easily be swapped out for a strap for inside the waistband carry. That's the way I would go. A leather or plastic strap like you see on many of these tactical knives. That would be the way to go for me. Take the spring clip off. My preference. Two larger tactical knives, but also EDC friendly. From Bastinelli, this is the Silence Slim. This is the somewhat shorter and thinner version of his Silence. And this is a longer blade, as I said. Almost 5 inches. We're going to call it 4 7/8, thereabouts. Just the right size if you need a larger knife. This one did come with the serrations. I find they're nicely done because if you look at those teeth, that grind doesn't remove material way up into the blade like you see from some companies, Benchmade. Maybe they're not doing that anymore, but that was my gripe about Benchmade's serrations. This one's nice, as you can see. Those serrations are just enough to give you lots of bite, and let me tell you, they're just razor sharp. High grind all the way to the top, black coated, and we've got 2 runs of serrations on the spine. We've got one right near the handle, and we've got the other out here should you want to pinch grip this and do detail work such as field surgery or dressing some game. This could easily function as a hunting knife. Don't see why not. You got a pronounced belly there and a long tapered tip for piercing. Plenty of thickness. N690 steel on this, as it is made by Fox, I believe. Yep, Fox, Italy. We've even got jimping around the pommel, which is pretty crazy. Bastian likes his jimping, and it's very effective jimping at that. Yes, certainly this one does come with a Kydex sheath as well. How they fit it in there, I don't know, because we got to go from thin to wider, but fits in quite nicely. Last, certainly not least, is another design by Ken Vihikite, Blackrock Knives. He has a custom version of this. This is his Ryu. There are 3 versions of this. One is a blacked out version, and the other is a really fancy wild Damascus version that I think goes for about $600. And they're doing like a Christmas snow whiteout version of this as well. Seems to have been a pretty popular one for 2021, and this did come out in 2021. All of the other knives are older models, but as I said, I acquired them this year. This is Nylock steel. It's something they're using in Italy quite a bit now, and I will tell you, for a large, thicker spined knife, which is crowned, by the way, this has quite the edge on it, and we're talking about 3/4 of the way up flat grind. All stone washed on this one, really muted down, really nice textured. This is Ken's trademark, amongst a few other knife makers that like to do this, I believe. This is his micarta, so kind of a natural green-gray micarta. A lot of micarta they call green ends up looking gray, so not sure what that's about. Got a big old lanyard hole. Could be enough to help you reposition the knife if that's your thing. Works well with the point down edge in, point down edge out, as well as the point up edge out. positions, and you could roll it like that too. Pretty neutral handle, even with the 2 finger grooves. But this feels so secure, confidence inspiring in the hand. It's pretty amazing. And yep, of course it has a sheath right there with a Tech-Lock style attachment. Again, any of these you can modify to have pretty much any belt attachment that you like. Beautiful blades. Let's put them out one more time and show them off in their sheaths. See if we can back out a little bit. And there they are. Spinning a little on my background. The Ryu by Fox Knives, designed by Blackrock. The Silent Slim by Bastinelli. The Spectre Dagger by NC Customs. The Rapid Strike by Tops. And the TS-265, designed by Mazwan Mokhtar, by Tucson. Hope you enjoyed this review. These multiple knife videos tend to run a little long. Hope you don't have to skip around too much and that you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to give it a like and subscribe. I have hit 2,500 subscribers, and what we're going to do is announce very soon a giveaway for that 2,500 subscriber mark. Stay tuned. This Old Sword, signing out.